Hey guys, Britto here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019. Here we are back in No Man's Land with our Rags2Riches series. So we've got 120,000, but I did do a bit of purchasing overnight. We've picked up some new mowers. So we've got the Ramos 3060 for the front, and we've also got the Ramos 3670 for the rear of our Fendt tractor. Just don't quite have enough power for both of these, but they should still work together. We've also picked up the Juras 1502, the windrower, so that's going to help us out quite a bit with windrowing, the grass and that sort of stuff, to be able to pick it up for our sheep when we do buy them eventually. I've also come over here and I did order a Bobcat little skid steer loader, which is going to allow us to be able to move the manure from here into obviously our greenhouses. So little Bobcat 863. This thing does work pretty well. It's a bit jerky at times, but it's not too bad. But this thing here, it doesn't give us as much income as these other ones, but it doesn't drain it as quick either. So you guys let me know now in the comment section, should we replace these 3 greenhouses with Stevie's greenhouses, because they give us a little bit less income and they last a bit longer, and put it back on easy mode, or should we leave it with these 3 greenhouses here and just add these additional ones and leave it on medium difficulty? Which I think it's on easy now, but it should be on medium. Medium difficulty. You guys let me know what you think, and we'll do that for next episode, I suppose. I would prefer probably to remove these ones because they're just way too overpowered, but you guys let me know what you think. So let's jump in our tractor. We need to go and cut some grass. Don't have a loading wagon yet, but I think I could probably get one of those delivered as well to be able to pick up our hay. We don't have any sheep yet either. It's another thing we don't have, so obviously need to get those guys. Right, let's turn all of our lights on. It is quite dark. Let's get rid of that recording. Let's unfold lower. Turn you on. Turn you on as well. Right, let's put on ×5 speed and let's start mowing. So what I want to do is just go around the fields pretty much. I need to watch out for these stumps. I still haven't removed them yet. Go around the fields and then we can touch up anything else I've missed as well. And I also need to fertilise these fields to their last state, so they should be state 3 fertilisation. Once we get this mowing done, I should be able to mow over or drive over part of the ground here, part of the crop, without damaging it. So I've got an idea of finding somewhere that we can put in another house, not for us but for our hired worker, so we can bring someone else in to help us work. So that's a potential thing that I'm going to look at pretty soon. Build a little nice area for us to put in a house, and just try and encourage someone to come and not so much live with us, but live in No Man's Land alongside us and help us with stuff we need to do through Courseplay, but only be allowed to have one Courseplay thing running at a time for one hired worker. So you guys let me know what you think about that too. I think it's a pretty cool idea, but you know, as I said, you guys need to have your input as well. So just because I think it's cool doesn't mean you guys think it's cool as well. Alright, let's just go around this little bit and then we'll continue on around those other fields up there as well. I've still got trees laying everywhere. I need to come back and pick them up. Just been, I wouldn't say a little bit lazy, I guess, but just been focusing on other things that are a bit more important at the moment than picking up trees that are laying around all over the place. Got plenty of time for that. Gonna have to organise a tree planter as well to get some trees planted. As you guys know, we need to plant 1 tree per 5 we cut down. It needs to be done at the end of the year, so before winter's finished it needs to be done. So we're gonna have to look at that as well fairly soon, I think. Right, what we might do is turn right here, go around this field this way, So there's plenty of bushes in here that we can remove as well by mowing over them. I think eventually we should be right on our borderline of the area that we own with this field too, so we won't be able to mow too far past it, as you can see. Right, so let's head this way and then sort of come in through the trees. I don't want to cut too much out of here. So it may be hard to get in here and actually collect the grass and windrow it and all that sort of stuff, but we'll take out as much as we can, try and get rid of some of these bushes and stuff like that. That'll be good. We should be able to cut right through here. I'm not going to worry too much about going. Oh, actually there's a little bit up here. Obviously don't want to be mowing over the rock up here, so won't go too far around. I did start cultivating this field, but then I just got part of the way through and kind of gave up. We'll come back and do that probably the start of the new year, I guess. We don't really need to get it done right now, so it wasn't a priority. So there's plenty of grass here, plenty of grass over there I've already cut. There's more around this field over here, but I don't think I want to do that field right now. Oh, tree stump. Might leave that. It's not a necessity to get that taken care of at the moment. We could probably just leave some that's still grown, so that way when we want to come and harvest it, it's there ready to harvest. So even though we're cutting all this area, this might be way too much for what we actually need, depending on how many sheep we actually buy. There's another part of a tree that we haven't picked up yet. Okay, hopefully we'll leave it behind somewhere. Right, I think we'll have to go around this side of the tree so we don't drive over the crop too much. So it won't damage it at this early state, but still I don't want to be driving over our fields if we can avoid it. I don't know. Oh, actually we'll be able to get this done. I didn't think we'd be able to mow this way. Must just be inside our boundary. Yeah, right on the edge of it, I think. Right, so let's keep going this way. Hopefully this isn't too boring for you guys, but I want to try and keep you guys here for most of it. A lot of you guys don't like the time-lapse side of things, but we're doing something that's only going to take, 10 minutes maybe. I'll just leave you guys here. We haven't got too much left to cut, so I'm not going to worry about that other side where our other field is. We'll just leave that for another day. Still got to get a loading wagon. So I did tell the shop that we wanted one and they said they would deliver it, so I just need to jump on and purchase it and they will actually deliver it as well. So for an extra fee of course, but just saves us the time and trouble of actually going and getting it. It takes us a while to get down there and get back with how slow our tractors and stuff are. They've got, the big truck down there to be able to throw things on and get it delivered a lot quicker than we can actually pick it up. Right, so we'll come over here. We might just square this off and load a little bit inside here, and that's pretty much all we've got to do. Right, yeah, beautiful. It's good to see that we can actually remove parts of these bushes now. Must be outside the area. Yep, I think our cut-off area is just here somewhere. Doesn't have to be perfect, that'll do. So we're probably going to have way too much grass than we need anyway. Don't have a hayloft to store it in either, so whatever's too much we'll just have to dump on the ground somewhere and hope it doesn't rain too much and ruin it. Right, so we'll save this run here for our run back. Try and take the rest of this out. So I think when I get to episode, maybe episode 10 or something, I can share the save file with you guys and all the mods that I'm using, if you guys would like. If you guys would like that, let me know in the comment section, and I'll make sure it happens for you guys so you can have access to my save file if you want to play it. If not, then at least you'll have access to the mods that I've got as part of this Rags2Riches Let's Play series. Still a few of these weeds we're not quite picking up. It's going to look a lot better though without all those bushes and overgrown bits everywhere. Right, so this will be our last run back down this way. I think just in front of the little sheep area we could probably cut some of the grass too. Well, there's not a lot down there, is there? So it shouldn't take us too long. Alright. Oh, that's not rain, is it? Oh, of course it's rain. Just what we want at this time. We're halfway through mowing. Oh, bloody rain. Right, so there's our sheep pen. No sheep in there yet, but this episode will definitely get some in there. Didn't expect it to rain today, so it's kind of a bit of a surprise. Look, still these stumps, still got to remove them. Causing all sorts of havoc at the moment. Alright, so this little bit in here, that's all we'll do, and then we shall be finished. Just need to windrow it up and be good to pick up. I'm sort of looking at new tractors as well. I'm not quite sure what I want to go with. Once we want to upgrade to something a little bit bigger. Still going to need a front loading attachment for bales and maybe pallets and stuff. I don't know if we can use a skid steer for that because it struggles with a full bucket of manure on there, so I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know if the people that make the mods, it's officially on the mod hub by the way, the Bobcat, if you want to check it out, but I don't know if people that make the mods just don't test them a great deal, because for me I would have made the Bobcat a little bit heavier, similar to like what FDR does, FDR modding with all his forestry stuff. It makes everything really heavy, so that way it works as you think it would in real life. It wouldn't get thrown around as much, but I don't know, it just seems like the Bobcat is really bouncy. I've seen them in real life and I know Bobcats are quite bouncy at times, but I think it's just a bit over the top bouncy. So I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. You guys might think it's sweet, but yeah, I don't know. Right, so we'll drop the mowers off. We'll go and grab our windrower. Got our Fergie. I did actually order a fuel tank as well, which you guys may have already seen. And I did drag the Fergie over to the fuel tank just behind us there, and got him filled up. That way we can use him just for the eggs. Park him over there and throw the eggs on there, and that's really all we need to worry about with that, I think. So unfold. Black word mode centered. Right sided, left sided. Okay. Aha, there we go. So everything's going to be flicked to the right side. I think that's what that means. Never actually used this stuff before, so It's just a bit of a learning curve as well for me. It's pretty interesting though, isn't it? So we could actually change it so it goes the other way as well, depending on which way you want to go. If you want to push it towards the field or away from the field. It's quite interesting how it actually works. Alright, while we're here, let's grab a bit of a screenshot, I guess. Bus. Windrowing in the rain. Interesting, alright. I don't think this would happen in real life, but well then again, I guess if you're that desperate to get the grass, it's only just started raining, you might be able to get away with it, but as long as it's not too wet, you should be able to still windrow it pretty decently. Right, so hopefully, oh actually we missed a huge amount of grass in there we forgot to mow. Oh well, I can take care of that off camera. It's not going to matter too much. Alright, so we can bring these swaths together, which is pretty good as well. Give us a decent amount to collect one pass. As long as we try not to drive over the same swath. As I said, I certainly didn't expect it to rain today, but just have to work around what's going on at the time, and hopefully it won't affect us too much. Fields are growing nicely as well. They should be ready to harvest hopefully before winter. It's going to be 3 really big harvests actually. That's why we need a need to get someone in to help us out, because it's just going to be a bit of a struggle doing it all by ourselves. Alright, so we'll get this all in one row as well, might as well. Actually quite an interesting windrower. I wonder what it does if we put it as centered. Let's go left-sided, centered. You see, pretty much they're just following each other, which isn't really any good, is it? Oops. We don't want it centered because then there's no point in even using it if it's just going to be centered, I guess. I'll try and follow this path down here. It's going to be quite interesting. Look, just went part way through that rock, which isn't going to help. No crop on this field, so we can actually drive over it, which is going to help us to be able to turn around as well. Oh, probably not going to be able to get all of this through here, but that'll work. That stuff there can stay, I'm not too concerned about that. Alright, try and get this done. I'll try and centralise that, then we can come back down this way and get that done as well. I think this will be plenty of grass anyway, so might just get this little bit here done. We'll get a loading wagon sorted out, get some sheep sorted out, and if I need any more grass I can get it off camera without you guys having to watch. Eventually you could probably set it up as a course play recording as well, that way we can be doing other things while we got our hired helper that is going to be living with us. take care of it. Be a lot easier then. Alright, so that's folded up. Now I wonder if we go centered. One thing I haven't really thought about is reversing this thing. Really isn't going to work. Might just stick this over here behind the silos, I guess. But guess you need to lower it. Interesting. Alright, so that's that done. So we need our loading wagon, so we can get that delivered. Can we need a loading wagon? So we've got either of these two. I think this one's a bit more expensive, but it holds an extra 5,000 litres. So we'll definitely go detachable top or low. I don't know. I don't know which one's going to work. We'll just go top. We'll go wood. Normal. Main colour. Yeah, we'll go black. Why not? Wrong way around. Alright, so we'll pick this up. We'll go over to where our sheep are and we'll work out how many we can actually buy. You can see all this grass I mowed through here. Because of all this rain, it's all getting washed away. There was a huge amount of grass through here. So we need to try and get this picked up as quick as we can. Alright. Shut this down, we'll go inside. Can't go through that door. Go through this one. So, the merino sheep is the one that does wool production. Has modest wool production. Merino is one that's used for wool production, so actually let me count how many we're actually getting. How many do I want to get? 10, 21, 50, I think we got. Hey, counted properly. Right, perfect. So we need water, which is one of these two. We need to shut this door as well, so they don't get out. There we go. We need some grass or some hay. 43,000 litres per year, which we should have plenty of that. I wonder if we can actually, we could probably dump the grass in here actually. I don't think there's any other way for us to get in, except for through here, back into, ooh, yeah, back into there. Sounds like a great idea, except there's no room. Yeah, that would be a great idea, but not enough would fit through there. I still need to remove these trees. Let's go back at the start. We'll pick up some of this grass and we'll see how we go. Still got those stumps. I'm definitely going to remove those before next episode, if I remember. Oop. Okay, just making sure it's all picking up fine. Seems to be working alright, picking everything up. Not leaving anything behind, so we're going to have a huge amount of grass after all this, I think. More than we need, but I guess the most important thing for me was to get enough grass for the sheep, but then also get rid of a lot of those weeds and bushes that we just don't want to have around the area. When the grass starts growing back, we shouldn't have the weeds and stuff popping up again, I don't think. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but So we're already up to 10,000 litres, so we're going to have a huge amount of grass. Huge amount. Oh, there we go, full already. With that full, it's coming out the top. I think we're going to have way more than we need. As I said, if we can dump a little bit in there, it should be out of the rain, it should be protected. And then also, we can bring the Bobcat over and load it up if we need to. I need to look at these trees. So that should be the water. Then the next one here should be the food. We're not going to take a massive amount. Yeah, only 7,000, or just under 7,000 litres, so not heaps, but let's see now if we can actually. So we should be able to back in there. Like, I know I'll be able to get it in there, but can we tip in there? That's the question. Can't back it right to there, and then no, we can't tip off in here. No, that's going to be a bit of a bummer. So we're going to need some sort of hayloft, I think, to keep this grass. I don't know if we have one. I guess we've got the standard hayloft, but that's just doesn't fit with the theme. No, we really don't have anywhere to store it. It's a bit of a bummer. I could look for a hayloft, I guess. Get something a little bit more our style. But at least that's going to be enough for them to be fed at the moment. So we'll go back and just fill up the trailer. Then I can throw this somewhere out of the way and just keep it full. That way we can just keep dumping it off as we need to. Won't take us too much longer to fill it up. We sort out our water, then hopefully they'll start to produce some wool for us. Now, where are we going to put this guy's house that's going to join us? Don't know what his name's going to be yet, but I was thinking maybe like over in that little foresty tree area over there somewhere. At least that way he's sort of away from us, and he's got, a pretty good view of our little lake and stuff, so that'll be a good spot for him. Alright, throw this guy back into here. Make sure he's fully covered. I've already used this tractor for 7.2 hours. Spent a lot of time with this guy. Right, so this guy's already full up, ready to go. So we'll head around and dump some water in there for them. So I'll keep that little door open here because I think that's where the wool's going to be produced. Which is going to be hard to get out of there with a forklift or like a front loader. Alright, let's see how we go. So the chickens, cleanliness isn't great, so we need to come and sort that out. But their food's pretty good. Should have a ton of food in here. Another 8,000 litres, so I did fill it right up. I think I got a full 12,000 litre trailer load. Filled it up. Alright, so they should be happy in there, hopefully. Our farm is slowly starting to gather, slowly starting to make some good money and being able to do the things we need to do. Need to get these greenhouses topped up with water and stuff again. So I'll do that off camera. So let's jump out and get this sorted. But right out guys, we'll end the episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, as always, smash that like button. leave a comment, let me know with the ideas and future suggestions, all that sort of stuff. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, guys, please do so. It's been Britto. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.